All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf.
Watch the curve, watch the curve.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift, shift. Check, crouch, crouch, crouch.
Now.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
SOS. He's coming. Double up.
Five.
Check.
Rock it.
Check. Check 50. Check 50.
Let go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Wilson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
We on now. Check 53.
Bravo.
Check 53 is Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Go.
From the gun, Stokes. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Back. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Go.
Check hot route. Hot.
Five.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Got you, boy. I got you.
Hey.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
40, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving up nothing. Get it.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
King. Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Alert! 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 Hey, alert! 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 Hey, exit!
From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Regular. Hey, dude.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Lost the pass. 59.
On second down, Mayfield again. That'll be caught by Cup. No score after one on EA Sports. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Mayfield to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
3rd and long.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. McKinley in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
61, matchbox lights.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Fair.
Whip.
Watch the line. Ready.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
You draw quarters.
Check 4, check 4. Chance. Safe.
Check, hey, lock it.
Fresno.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
To throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up kicking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Right here. Watch the ship.
Hey, alert! King! Hey, Haywood!
From the 22, Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go. Switch.
Hurry.
25. Check 25.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 180.
Game situation. Let's go.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Coming to you.
Real.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on, let's go.
Smooth.
To throw, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, check. 59.
Real.
From the 44, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the run. Check. Lucky. King.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey. Four down.
Hey, hold it.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Five.
To throw again. Stokes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stokes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Out. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Five.
Check, 59.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 59.
Yep.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hit it.
Back to throw. Stokes. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go!
Got 4 down. 90 is a Mike. Check. 90 is a Mike. Oh, yeah.
2nd and 1. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check. 180.
Mike, 45. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Alert, 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 alert.
First down, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Play fake, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, Echo. Hey, Sam off.
Check 43. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Let's go.
To throw from his end zone. Stokes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they work this out past the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
54. Mike 54. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
5.
Looking to throw. Stokes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got you.
Yo, 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 go, go.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this.
Back to throw. Stokes. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
90 is a Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. 90 is a Mike.
Hey.
90 is a Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Stokes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second and 11 now. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Mayfield on play action. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Returnable here for Davis. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha.
90 is a mic. In your face.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Wilson's got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Check.
Operating from the gun, Stokes. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
90 is a mic. It's our time. 90 is a mic.
Throwing again. Stokes. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Completes it to Davis. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both.